Alrighty. Good evening. Welcome to another night. F1 Pro League racing. Tonight we're going to be in the Netherlands. Fun fact, it's raining. It's going to be a good race. With me
Sure.
tonight, Niner Dan.
It
The
sure
Bishop Don
is.
Magic Wand. Dan, how are you doing tonight?
I am looking forward to a rainy night here in the Netherlands. I love the rain. It's going to be a great night.
Yeah, no, it really should be. With the race that we had last week at Belgium, I think Mike is, if I'm not mistaken, Mike's actually leading the points, correct?
By two, yes, by two.
By 2 points. So let's see if we can extend his lead here for.
Yep.
And let's see if we can. We're even winning a race, so it's gonna be exciting.
It is. We got a bunch of new guys coming in tonight too.
I haven't looked at the Discord in a fat minute, so I will be honest with you. I have not been keeping up. I have had one hell of a Labor Day weekend.
Me too. Me too. It has been a good weekend. So,
And I don't know if I can say this on Twitch. Like, long story short, I ended up upside down on a stripper pole, but that's not the point.
of all the guys in this league that would end up upside down on a stripper pole, it would be you.
I am the youngest, so I'm not sure anybody else in this league can do that.
Well, you were the youngest. I do believe Glowstick now has you beat as the youngest guy in the league.
I think Chase is.
Chase is 17. Yep. I think Glowstick's that age or might be a little younger. But you've also got Jay Dameron starting tonight in your car.
Jay Dameron. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He finally took me up on my offer to race in it, man.
Yep.
Hopefully the McLaren can actually get points this week, unlike last week.
It looks like he's the only McLaren in the field tonight, though.
I mean, I haven't been able to see him race, but
I think he hasn't been too bad.
Nah, I'm sure he can do better than I can. I struggled last week in Belgium. I'm gonna be honest with you, but
it was a fun race to commentate. I'll tell you that. Probably the funnest one so far.
I mean, it was pretty clean for the most part, from what I saw.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the only reason why I spun out was because I had the commentator's curse cast upon me by yours truly. But, yeah. I blame you, Dan. I blame you.
It was, I blame myself. I promise I won't put the camera on you tonight.
You don't have to, Dan. You don't have to worry about that. You know why? Because I am across the bay at the moment, and I have no way of getting online with PlayStation. So you're lucky. You're a lucky man.
Well, good. And stay off of any stripper poles tonight while you're commentating the race.
I have not had enough to drink for that one, Dan.
Well, I hope you're not drinking while you're working. That would be,
Oh, dude, with a gun on my hip, I'd have a glass. Not even a glass. I'd have the whole handle of Jameson on me right now if that was the case.
Oh man! All right, so we're getting ready to start qualifying.
Yeah, Dan, I don't have access to Twitch at the moment. Give me a second. Let me see if I can get back on here.
All right, as we're loading into qualifying, you got Slade, Brass, Dameron, DB the Best, King Godot, Tykangas, Zach, Spider, Johnny Damon, Mike RPM, Glowstick, Wolfsburg Turner, DeBiscuit, Gonzalez, and Crash all up for qualifying tonight.
Dan, I can see the stream.
Yay!
How do I mute the stream though? That's my question.
There must be a little microphone up there that you can hit, or a speaker.
Dan, I think I can hear the race audio coming through your.
Yeah, it comes through my mic. Do you not like that? I'll put it on my speaker.
It just makes a lot of. It's just kind of hard to tell sometimes. Ooh. I'm really digging the fact that I can watch the stream, and it's kind of weird considering this is the one spot where I usually have spotty internet.
Well, let's not move it anything. Keep it in the same spot it's in. All right, so we got Brass out on his going out to get.
I am not touching Jack.
His up to speed lap. Same with Johnny.
Mike's on the outlap as well.
DeBiscuit, Spider, DB.
Really hope the Biscuit has a better night tonight. The last time I've seen him on the track was during Brazil, and I don't think he's been back since. We got Spider on an outlap. We got DB on the outlap. Crash as well.
Yep, and Brass is on his flyer lap now, so let's see how, I mean, not much of a flyer lap in the rain, but let's see. I ran probably 56 laps here the other night in the rain. It was awesome.
Wow, were you just practicing with the boys?
Nope, just practicing with myself.
Really? Are you thinking about hopping in once he flies?
No. No way.
You're just trying to experience what these guys are experiencing.
I'm trying to learn the track.
Gotcha. Listening to that feedback, it sounds like you're like, nope, just practicing with myself. Man, I'm a little worried. I'm not gonna lie.
What are you worried about?
I'm worried that you might need to go see a priest or a pastor. If you're Catholic, go confess your sins.
I don't need a priest. I don't need a pastor. I do not need to be touched by the hand of God.
Well, I will let you. How do you think I got my dark sense of humor, Dan?
So there goes Brass, top of the board. His brother right behind him. Johnny Dameron to the top. Glow Stick to the top. 120, 117.
Yeah, it looks like I can't necessarily see the times here. Yeah. Purple one anyway. Let's see what we got here. We got Johnny on the pole, X121 350. Mike following behind with a 121.8. The weird thing about Mike and Ross being brothers, right, is that they share the same they share the same genetics. So it's almost like they're kind of back and back.
So you're just a little bit behind.
Spider with a 121.376.
So you've got at the moment Glow Stick up front with a 120, 117.
Mm-hmm.
With Slade in second with a 125.08.
For being a new guy to the field this year, Slade's been running pretty hot. Like he's been running off of presets.
All right, so here we are following along in the McLaren, the only McLaren in the field tonight. Jay Dameron, normally up here in the booth with me, this week making his debut.
Where do you see DB at? My screen's a little foggy.
DB is sixth with a 121
DB is
348.
sixth.
All right, and Jay Dameron coming around to the last corner. What is his lap time going to be? Oh, this is his out lap. There we go. Now we're flying. Let's see this. Still
Is there
got
any way you can change the, like, instead of seeing the tires, can you see the sectors so that way you can see who's running hot in them or not?
Well, let me see. Yeah, the only way it shows me sectors is up top in the top corner of the person I'm following.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, Jay Dameron coming around to get his lap complete, coming around that last corner. Ooh, he got a little loose. And put Jake up to 10th with a 122 359. We're going to go down and ride around with DeBiscuit on his out lap.
I think if J-Dam wouldn't have gotten squirrely in that second to last corner, I think he would have been placed up there with X-Bra and Mike, probably split the two.
Oh. And DeBiscuit out. Totaled his car on his out lap.
Yeah, I think that's I don't know, knowing DeBiscuit, man, like I love the dude. Kind of short tempered though. Sometimes he'll let racing get to him. He's a hell of a racer. Don't get me wrong. That man can run with the best of them. Oh yeah, got a little squirrely on the last corner.
So now we're riding along with DB the Best.
Dan, I shall be right back.
Thank you for the warning. All right, DB got through sector 2 nice and clean. So put Johnny up front with a 120.002.
Back.
As we got DB DeBest out, following him on his outlap. Coming around to get the green.
Looks like crashed out.
He did.
Yeah, I think especially the first lap or any time we have a safety car and everybody's kind of getting back into it, getting into the gas on that last corner is going to be a pain in the ass because there's no grip at all. Like these guys have to stay half throttle, 3/4, you know, and it's like you can't go all out like usually you do on just a dry and sunny day here. You know, fun fact, Dan, I think Zandvoort here in the Netherlands has the steepest banking in all of F1.
I believe that.
So it's going to be a good night. It's going to kind of bring you back to your days and when you're commentating in NASCAR, won't it?
You know, I was just thinking, do you know how fun it would be to have NASCAR cars on this track?
And it kind of goes back to a conversation we were having earlier, like in the season. I think NASCAR should kind of go outside the States every once in a while. I think this would be a fun little track to run on for a road course.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure the NASCAR Euro Series has hit this track up a few times. I just don't ever see any of their races. Yep, they do. Matter of fact, 2000 champion Bobby Labonte was running in the Euro Series last year.
Really?
No. All right, Sabu Spider up to the front with a 119.763, excuse me.
Yeah, the more these cars run, the drier the track gets. Heat coming from the engines and such. This game's kind of amazing with its physics. So the more of these cars run, the faster times will get.
As we're coming down to 3 minutes left in qualifying. So DB just had the best sector 2 so far.
We got about 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to qualifying, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just kind of shooting from the hip here with the delay. These cars if they're not already out on the track and they're trying to get another run in, they need to do it now.
Yep, and Pete Gonzalez looks to be trying to make a lap. and if they're not out on their outlap, they are not going to make it around to get the green flag. So whoever's out on the track is out on the track. All right, so qualifying is over. Let's see who's left out on the track to try to get one. Looks like Spider might be getting this pole with a 119.763. With Glow Stick in second, 119.791, and Johnny Damon in third with a 120.002.
Dan, before this race gets kicked off and we get lights out, what are your predictions? What do you think about the new guy, Glow Stick?
I've raced with him a couple times this week. I think he's pretty good.
Think he's pretty good? You think he'll place pretty high?
I do. I think he'll be top three.
Top three?
I have a feeling Slade and Mike are not going to sit fourth and fifth for very long.
I don't think so either. But, I mean, as long as we're clean off the starting grid, get through the first couple turns, and everything kind of gets stretched out, I think we'll be good to go.
Have you raced with Glow Stick yet?
I have not.
Okay. Young kid, pretty good. I think he's one that we went and golfed with the other night. After we were done racing, we went and played a round of 18 holes of golf.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, golf sucks. Golf sucks. I'll race all day. I don't know about swinging a club at a white ball. I'm not good at that.
It's just because there's no steering wheel involved, but you could definitely be the designated golf cart driver if that's the
all
case.
day. Just give me 30 minutes with my set of wrenches, and we're going to soup up that golf cart.
It's like you take it back to the people, and they're like, why does it make a weird spooling sound when it accelerates now? Don't worry about it.
But just tell anyone who gets it, this is that special golf cart.
It has been touched by the graces of Dan.
Yeah, that's right. And when I touch it, it's going to be great forever. All right, so Spider on the pole. Glow Stick starting second. And Spider's teammate right there starting third with Johnny Damon. And then you got Mike RPM, Slade, DB to Best, Zach, and Jay Dameron starting eighth. And that McLaren, the lone McLaren in the field tonight. And then we've got Brass, Crash, Tykangus, King Sadat, I guess. I don't know how to say his name. I think that's it. And a couple other folks rounding out the 14-car field.
I really hope this is an exciting race. It being the rain, like I said earlier, it gives a lot of probability for a lot of things to happen. I hope the midfield teams and the guys running in the middle of the pack have good opportunities to make their way up there. But if they just need to get their game going strong, once they get on that groove, it's kind of hard to knock it off unless you go into a turn.
So I am hoping to see something great from the Red Bull team tonight. That is one thing I'm definitely hoping to see.
They definitely need that. I think I can't remember the Constructor Cup standings at the moment.
So I know right now it is Alfa Romeo with 133 points, Red Bull 129, Alpine with 123, Williams with 121, and then it's all the way back to 62 points from McLaren, Mercedes with 60, Ferrari with 45, Alfa Toro with 42, Haas with 36, and Aston Martin with 8. So you've got Red Bull right there on the back of the Alfa Romeo team. And then you've got Mike leading the driver points with 104, Slade with 102, and Hayden with 100. But in case you didn't notice, we don't see Hayden tonight. So that
looking through the. Go ahead.
Definitely takes one of our normal top runners out of contention tonight. And then you've got the Red Bull boys with 64 and 65 points apiece. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. And you know, Dameron out there running by himself, no chase tonight. So the only McLaren in the field. It's going to be interesting to see what happens this evening.
Yeah, I know. Hey, I know. Since Hayden's not here, I know a lot of the guys who usually run up at the front are kind of relieved. You go back into the Discord, you can kind of DB try to be like, if hey, Hayden, you awake? And Slade was like, don't remind him. And then it's just, it definitely takes a wall out of the way for a lot of these guys because Hayden is a very good competitor.
Very good competitor. Totally stinks he's not here. Sometimes it happens, though, you know, with people all over the world playing this game together, not all over the country. So time stamps for different people, you know, it's like something in the morning for him right now. It's 8 o'clock at night for us on the East Coast here in America. So, you know, sometimes he just oversleeps.
Yeah, I mean, nothing against British people, but it's not like you can control it. So.
Yeah. It's different tonight not seeing anybody try to spin into their box.
Oh, no, it's going to be a relief for me because whenever that happens, I'm worried someone's going to get hit.
All right, so here we are back in the start. Green flag about to be out.
You need to start acting like the guy, like the actual F1 announcer. Lights out and away we go here in Zandvoort.
And oh, somebody jumped the start. All right, lights out and away we go here. In Zandvoort. And Spider getting a good jump on Glowstick on that outside. Spider getting the early lead here. Glowstick falling into second with Johnny in third. Those front three know when they need to get away from Slade and Mike as fast as possible. Oh, Glowstick off the track.
These guys, like especially at the front, they can't afford to be fighting right now because if they fight, then they're going to be losing time, and Mike and Slade are going to be catching up really quickly.
So that's wrong. The thing just came across the top. DeBiscuit with the fastest lap of 5 seconds. There's a glitch there.
I don't know, man. That Haas F1 car.
So Slade able to get up to these front three. Mike leading this backpack with a gap between him and Slade. Excuse me, Zach leading this backpack, able to get around Mike. As we come around to complete lap number 1 of 36 here.
36 laps. I think this is the first time we're seeing the two Mercs at the front of the pack today, or just the season in general. So it's going to be interesting. I know Damon's a good racer. Spider's a good racer. Damon's very aggressive, and Spider is like the Checo Perez of the group. He knows how to make that car wide when it counts.
Yes, and this newcomer Glowstick right there in third, not letting them get too far ahead of him.
thing that sucks about racing in the rain, though, for those of you that do not know, DRS will be disabled for the entire race. So it doesn't matter if these guys are within a second of each other. They're not going to be able to get that extra 8 mile an hour going down the straights. That 8 mile an hour just kind of it makes the whole difference when you're trying to pass somebody too.
Oh, it sure does. It sure does. As we've got DB to Best trying to get up to Brass, but he's not able to at the moment. But it seems like he catches him going into the corners, but Brass getting a better corner exit. Well, he pulled a lot on DB in that corner. Right along with Jay Dameron for a minute, newcomer to the league tonight. Normally up here commentating in the booth. He'll be up here every other week. And then the weeks that he's not here, we are blessed to have this guy, Grimesy, with us, who we can hear of his many adventures throughout the week. This week on a stripper pole. We'll wait to hear what he does in 2 weeks.
Well, unfortunately, Dan, I hate to break it to you, but the stripper pole was a one-time thing.
Yeah, that's what they all say before they start earning their living that way. So
Listen,
we've got.
man, if I could work the pole for a living, I'd be like top 100 ranked.
Ooh, Johnny gets in the wall coming out of that final corner. Gives Glow Stick the opportunity to pass him. He's going on the outside of turn 1. It looks like he's going to try to complete this pass. Oh, he lets off and lets Johnny go. Smart move.
Don't have the corner, and it's not really worth the risk when it's raining like this, because once your tires are hot, the track is wet, everything's working against you, so you just don't want those negatives.
You got Slade, Zach, and Mike right here running 4.56.
I think another thing too, I think Glowstick being so young, he's still smart on the track from what it sounds like. So he knows if he's going to tangle with Johnny, then he needs to get a bigger gap between those guys who are running 3, 5, and 6, or 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think it really matters, because I think Slade should be catching up to Glowstick right now. He's only about 2 seconds behind, 2.5.
Yeah, but it's been about 2.5 for the last 2 laps. Keeping it pretty steady up front. And this group, I mean, they're staying together, but I mean, Mike's starting to lose Zach and Slade.
I think Mike's back on the controller, Dan?
I don't believe so, no. But he does have a mirror full of his little brother.
Yeah, it's always fun to see the brothers race.
Oh yeah, I mean they can say what they want, but whenever I race my brother, there's nobody else I don't care about beating anybody else on the track.
Mm-hmm.
We could be racing for last as long as I beat him.
Might as well.
Now Glowstick with the fastest lap of the race so far, 1:22.013.
So you're saying that 5-second lap from Haas doesn't hold up? That's
It does.
interesting to hear.
It does not, but it did hold up there. It did go across the top of the screen. It was very weird to see.
I bet Biscuit was very happy to see that.
So Spider stretching out his lead 1.5 seconds. Over his teammate Johnny Damon. And Glowstick right there running third. Slade still back and forth. Slade getting farther and farther behind these guys. Now it's up to 3 seconds. We might have lost Grimesy there for a minute. I know he's going in and out of internet.
I'm trying to do something here. Let's see.
So here we are. We've got Mike RPM with his brother Brass right behind him. That's the battle right now on the track. Oh,
So
and it
for
looks.
those of you who are, go ahead, Dan.
Oh, it looks like King Kadot is out. DNF. He wrecked, and we have a safety car. This will change everything.
A fat breath of fresh air for the guys who are running towards the back of the pack.
Oh, and both Red Bull cars get a penalty for speeding during a safety car at the exact same time.
Oh, goodness. And I don't even know if that's quite necessarily their fault. I know this game can be buggy with the, especially with the virtual safety car. That delta speed will go up and down for no reason. For those of you who are with us tonight, you have the game and you're watching and you're interested in racing, I will post the Discord link in the chat for you guys to copy and paste. And go ahead, hop in, say, hey, came here from the stream, was curious if I could race. Typically, we'll have cars open, and every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be running. So.
That's correct.
I'm just trying to get more people in here, man. The bigger field, the better racing, you know what I'm saying?
That's true. Whew. As we are completing lap number 8 of 36 under a safety car.
Dan, how many people do you guys usually get for your NASCAR race watching the streams?
The stream that I had last night at 8:45 Eastern, by 7 a.m. this morning, it had 95 views.
Oh, I'm talking about like active viewers, like how it is right now.
The most I've had at the live is 22.
Mm-hmm.
But most people will wait for it to be done and then go watch it.
Gotcha.
Especially last night's was kind of hard because we finished about 10 minutes after the NASCAR race finished.
Gotcha.
So a lot of people were watching the NASCAR race instead of watching us, which is perfectly fine. I was watching the NASCAR race and commentating us. So yeah, it was weird. I don't like races when we're racing at the same time that the race is going on, but it was great to see Richard Petty back in victory lane at Darlington for the first time in 55 years.
He was racing?
No, his car that he owns won the race at Darlington last night.
No, I want to see Richard Petty in the race car again.
He was in a race car back in 2018. He was the pace car pacing the field with his 67 Plymouth. It was awesome. Awesome to see, but seeing his car win for the first time in 8 years and seeing him back in victory lane, one of those things that, goes in the history books. The King, Richard Petty, is 85 years old now. So we don't know how many more victory lanes we'll have with him, but every time we get the opportunity, seeing the King of NASCAR standing there holding the trophy, that's something that everyone should have have good smiles and good thoughts about. I mean, it's great, especially with as much as that team has struggled in the past 3 decades.
Oh yeah, Richard Petty, definitely a national treasure.
Absolutely, but here we're trying to finish this one up. We still have the safety car out. We're working lap number 9 of 36. In the rain in the Netherlands with Spidey and Johnny Damon out front. Slade worked his way up to 3rd. Glowstick in 4th. Zach, Mike, Brass, Jay Dameron, Tykangus, DeBiscuit, DB DeBest, Gonzalez, Crash, and Wolfsburg Turner rounded out your 14-car field. And the only one out of the race, the cause of the safety car, King Sadat 92.
Yeah, you can't really blame Sadat. It's definitely hard on this track, especially in the rain. You need a decent setup, and you just need to be able to feather the throttle coming out of that last turn. Because if you don't, your tires are going to spin out from under you, and it's just, I'm certain that's what happened.
And the safety car is off and away. Here we go. Spider out front. Johnny under attack. Okay, Slade just disappeared. Johnny was under attack.
Can you take a gander and guess where we're racing at next week? Do you happen to know?
I do know. Do you know?
Ooh. It's one of my favorite tracks, probably.
Really?
Probably the highest.
It's some of my favorite. It's where some of my favorite food comes from.
Ooh.
We will be in Italy next week.
We'll be racing at Monza, the Circuit of Speed. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, I am looking forward to the race on October 17th. That is the one I'm looking forward to the most for the rest of the season, when we go to COTA.
COTA?
COTA, yes sir. Circuit of the Americas.
I think that was the first time I placed higher than like 7th place was in COTA last year. I think I placed 4th.
So COTA is new to the NASCAR world. This was season number 2 of us racing there. The first year we raced there in torrential downpours. This year was the first year we raced there in the sunshine, and it was one of the best races of the season. So looking forward to going back there next year. Hopefully it's not wet. Hopefully it will be dry the whole time. But I do absolutely love that race. And DeBiscuit falls out of the race. So put DeBiscuit down as a DNF for the night. Spider still out there pulling away from his teammate Johnny Damon. Glowstick running there in 3rd, and the top 3 have broken away. Zach in 4th, Mike in 5th. Slade has fallen back to 6th, trying to work his way back up there past Mike RPM. But remember, those two are racing for the points lead, only 2 points separating them.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It doesn't even matter if you're winning the race. You just have to be on top of the other person. It's like you talking about racing your brother. You know, you're going to do anything to beat that guy, no matter if it's for last place, because that's still more points than the guy you're trying to beat.
Oh, all right. So Slade's teammate able to get up in front of him as we have a bunch of guys hitting pit road. As Slade gets a 5-second penalty for speeding on pit road.
Can't do that.
Mike down and away. As we are under another safety car. Here on lap 12 of 36. Gonna let this field get caught back up. And that's Crash bringing out this safety car.
Oh. So we got 3 DNFs.
We do. Crash living up to the name. Crash here and on lap 12. Don't do that.
What?
Yawn. It's too hell of man. Damn.
You're not safe even with being over 1,000 miles away, Dan. I will always find a way to get you.
I don't think I'm 1,000 miles away from you.
We're about there.
You're in Cuba, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey Siri, how far away is Cuba?
I'm not sure how far away Havana, Cuba is by car, but it's about 880 miles as the crow flies.
Yeah, as the crow flies,
well,
you're only 880.
Well, I'm Havana's like towards the northeast or northwest of Cuba. I'm southeast. I'm on the complete opposite end.
Hey Siri, how far away is?
I'm not sure how far away Guantanamo, Cuba is by car, but it's about 1,061 miles as the crow flies.
I called it, baby! Woo! What is homie doing right now?
She doesn't think that I can get there by car.
No, but if you grow wings like a crow, then you'll be able to get it.
I only fly when I drink a Red Bull. Speaking of Red Bull, they are running 5th and 11th right now.
That was a good segue, Dan.
Safety car going in this lap. So tighten them straps, boys. We got green flag coming out. And Spider. Green flag out. Spider taking him around, getting that flag. Here we go. Spider still out front. His teammate Johnny Damon running second with Glowstick still running third. But we have a new 4th place runner, and that would be Wolfsburg Turner with DB running 5th. Zach in 6th. Mike RPM up to 7th. Brass to 8th. Jay Dameron up to 9th. With Gonzalez in 10th, Slade back to 11th, and Tygangas fallen back to 12th place.
It's really cool seeing those Mercs up front still. They have good pit strategy. They're both running strong. And it's just like every time we have a safety car, they just pull away and just start battling with each other.
And here comes DB trying to get under Wolfsburg. He gets under him. Is he going to have the power to get off of him? No, he doesn't. Wolfsburg able to get back underneath him. DB looking to make the slide job. Not able to complete the pass. So Wolfsburg stays in that 4th position. Ooh, DB. Ooh, slow on the brake, but able to make the pass right there. Going through the chicane. So put DB up to 4th. Wolfsburg back to 5th. Now back to 6th. Now back to 7th as he's gotten passed by Zach and Mike RPM in that 2-corner span. And getting passed by Brass on the inside here going into turn number 1. So Wolfsburg goes from 4th to 9th in a quarter of a lap as Jay Dameron able to get by him. Now Gonzalez working the back. Gonzalez able to get by him. Slade able to get by him. Wolfsburg back to 12th. In less than a lap. Goes from 4th to 12th place.
I don't know what's going on with them.
He just got freight trained there from the first 6, and then I'm not sure, he just kind of fell off and let Tykangas get by him. So now DB has his sights set on Glowstick.
That's the one thing I've noticed about DB, especially in the rain. He's not afraid to be one of those guys who breaks very late because he can just break late, get a good exit, and just keep going. He'll get a
Yep.
lot of speed out of that, especially going on a pass like he did on Wolfsburg.
Yep, and here we are, the lone McLaren up to 8th place, working all over the back of Brass. As we're coming down, 20 to go. And we're under a safety car.
Who did it now?
And that would be Wolfsburg Turner bringing out the safety car.
He might have just said, I'm not going to put any money in the swear jar tonight, so F it. Uh, kind of his final act of defiance going out of the run.
And that puts, for the first time ever, I'm able to be on a car that's grayed out. Wolfsburg Turner, DNF. So then there were 11. We got Spider hitting the pits. Johnny staying out. Glowstick working his way up to second. DB up to third. Zach fourth. Mike fifth. Brass sixth. Jay Dameron seventh in that McLaren. Eighth is going to be Spider in the pits. Move Gonzalez up to eighth. Spider ninth. Slade 10th. And Ty Genghis in 11th. Everyone else out of the race. Wolfsburg, Crash, DeBiscuit, and King Sidat.
I think Spider's been running on those tires all race long, so he's 16 old. He's playing the Habsy game. I think he's just going to run a little longer on this second set.
Yes, and Johnny is also 16 laps old, leading the race on his tires.
I mean, they're on the same, pit box, so it's not like you can go in and both just pit at the same time. One has to wait for the other one to be finished, so that way they can get in, but that would just take too much time. For those of you who don't know, it's kind of like NASCAR, or it's not anything like NASCAR. Let me rephrase that. They don't have their own pit boxes. One team has a single pit box for both cars. If that puts anything into perspective.
I like it. Alright, so we've still got Johnny out front, Glowstick in second, DB to best in third, Zach in fourth, Mike in fifth, Brass in sixth, Jay Dameron running seventh. Johnny looked like he was going to the pits but faked it. Now, how long can they stay out there on these intermediate wet tires?
Honestly, those slicks, they're not slicks, but those wet tires, they can go for pretty good time. I'm pretty sure you could probably go through an entire race on a single set of just full wets, but it's definitely not the move, especially if you want to have faster times towards the latter half of the race.
At this point, does Johnny give up the lead?
I don't think Johnny is going to give up the lead. I think he's going to hope for another safety car if he doesn't go in on this lap. If he doesn't go in on this lap, then he's not going to, have a choice but to wait for the next safety car if there is one, which I hope there is. You never know. They're too close together, and they're also waiting on Ty for the safety, or the safety car's waiting on Ty to catch up, so that way they can restart the race.
Which safety car is going in this lap, so we're going green. Coming around the final corner, Johnny about to get the jump here. And we're green, back in the Netherlands. Perfect day for racing. Not hard, heavy rain, just a beautiful, romantic light drizzle.
Fans seem to be loving it. They got their umbrellas all up in the stands. You know, they're still having a good time.
Oh, yeah. So Johnny trying to pull away from young Glowstick. Oh, no, and it looks like Brass is out of the race.
Well, this is what Johnny was waiting for, but I think he's too far, or he's too close to Glowstick to have an actual
Oh, and
effective pit
Spider
stop.
spinning. No. And Glowstick challenging for the lead. Glowstick in that Aston Martin all over the back of Johnny Damon in that Mercedes.
He's got half the lifespan that Johnny does on those tires, so he's got a lot more room to work with in regards to maneuverability. So it's going to be interesting seeing Johnny try to make that car as wide as possible. Now we're going into lap 20, more than halfway through the race. We got five, let's see, yeah, five cars DNF, all from crashes. So it's going to be interesting to see how many more of these cars can hang on. I want to see more of I want to see at least, the 8 cars finish. Hopefully all 10 do.
I'm ready to see, is our McLaren, the single McLaren in the field, going to get the best finish of the season?
Hey, I finished third on the podium. I really hope he gets better than that. We need all the points we can get.
Well, we've still got Johnny who needs to pit. I see maybe DB pitting one more time, possibly. With 12 laps on his tires.
I expect to see Zach, Spider, Slade, and Ty not have to go into the pits for another stop because they only got 16 laps left. And the most laps out of anybody has 3 laps on those intermediates, and it's Spider. But he might have to go back in just for the spin out.
Yep, so here goes Glowstick all over the back of Johnny. Will Johnny try to stretch this out and keep the same tires on for the entire race?
I don't think he can actually do that. Like I said, if he was going to go into the pits for that, he would have already went in that last safety car. I think he's waiting for another safety car to pop out. But if he wants to get an effective stop done and keep that lead, he's going to have to pull away from Glowstick. But Glowstick having a little less than half of what Johnny has for tire life, I don't think he's going to be able to do much and gain that time he needs. Johnny has probably one of the riskiest strategies on the circuit at the moment, but I'm really hoping it pans out for him.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. He's able to keep that lead in front of Glowstick.
The fact that it's still raining definitely helps too. It's because, he's a good racer in the rain. Glowstick, I have no idea, but he's running second. So.
And he's been in that top 3 all night.
Mm-hmm. Spider with the fastest lap. Yeah, with those old tires, Johnny's really struggling to get out of the corners. He's getting a little squirrely. Back end trying to get out from under him.
I've noticed in these banked corners is where Glowstick is able to pull up on him. And look who's catching the front too. DB the best. Catching Glowstick here.
Yeah, you got Glowstick who's running behind a car that's running just a little slower due to tire wear. I mean, it only slows everything down for the rest of the guys to catch up.
And DB going around the outside of Glowstick for second. So move DB up to second place. And Glowstick fading through the field as Mike RPM able to get around him.
See if JD can do the same.
As we're coming up to 12 to go, DB not playing anymore. He is on a roll trying to catch Johnny Damon. Jake able to get by Glowstick. Gonzalez, Tygangus, Glowstick going in the pits.
I think Johnny hasn't even went into the pits yet. And he's kept that 1-2 spot pretty locked up the entire race, which amazes me.
Oh, so Jay Dameron spins. Oh no. So he goes from 4th to 7th. And Johnny staying out another lap. Has a 2.5 second lead over DB.
DB is actually losing time to Johnny out of those corners.
That's crazy.
Like I said, Johnny's a menace when it comes to rain races. It's almost like tire wear for him doesn't even matter.
DB gained about a half a second on that lap. He's closing. But right here through the tight S is Johnny able to pull away again.
Tend to go here at Zanaford on this 50% range, so, you know, anything can happen.
So, wow. So, what I've noticed is on the back half of the circuit, DB is able to catch Johnny, but on the front part of the circuit, Johnny just pulls back away to that little over 2 second lead. But right here's the spot where DB can catch him.
Right, and I think they're going to be playing cat and mouse up until either a yellow flag comes out or Johnny's forced to pit. But I don't think Johnny's going to go in unless he absolutely has to with a puncture. And this is where DB's late braking comes into play to, you know, get that time back too. I wonder what the difference is on their wing settings, because I think DB's running more of a downforce setup for his wings, and I think Johnny's just trying to get as much as he can out of the straight. So that's why he's gaining time on that on the front stretch right there.
Jay Dameron back around. As Spider starting to work his way past Tygangus and Gonzalez, trying to get back up into that top four. As we are coming down to 8 to go. So Spider around Tygangus, now working his way on Gonzalez. God, I love the sound of these cars.
Mm-hmm. And the cool thing about it, too, is they got different engine suppliers, so you can definitely hear the difference when they're shifting.
Oh, yeah. It's just one of them noises that gets my blood boiling.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got Mercedes with Mercedes, Red Bull with Honda, and then you got the Alpine cars that are running Renault, you know.
Oh, yeah. That's the one right there. This one, the sound of a Red Bull car just makes me want to go, I don't know, hang upside down on a stripper pole.
Dan, you're bringing back memories right now that I'm trying to forget.
All right, so we're coming down. We've got 7 to go. Not really much battling going on. We might have this one here between Spider and Gonzalez. Spider only 1 lap fresher. Oh, 5 lap fresher tires. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. God. Johnny has made his bed, and he is going to lay in it until the end of this race. He ain't going in.
He has to now.
This is it. Whoop. And there goes Spider on the outside of Gonzalez. Oh, and we are under a safety car. Wow. And that would be the safety car brought to you by Tykangus. Tykangus running for Red Bull. This bud's for you. Oh, wait, no, wrong commercial.
There's Jack for that.
Oh, so who does that give the lead to with Johnny making the entrance to pits? That would be none other than DB to Best.
And I think now's the perfect time for Johnny to go into the pits, too, because that field is so stretched out. He'll only lose about 1, 2, just a couple spots.
Yep.
And if he's on fresh tires, you know, DB's on 22 lap tires, Mike's on 18 laps.
Oh, yeah, and Johnny's only in third. Already out of the pits, already going, so.
Like I said, he had a plan, man, and if he didn't get that plan, he was just going to see it all the way through to the end.
So, on this safety car here, both Mercedes cars hit the pits. They're the only two with fresh tires. Oh, and Zach's in the pits.
Johnny's going to be a weapon right off the restart.
Yeah, but so Spider.
True.
So is Spider right there in 5th place. I still see Mercedes being up there. At least if they're not a 1-2 finish, they're going to both be podium finishes by the end of this.
Coming down to it, 5 laps to go, still under caution. Got P. Gonzalez going into the pit, getting some fresh tires.
We do. This safety car is still out there with 5 coming up on 4 to go next time around.
You got glow stick, you know, just coming around the last turn, going onto the front stretch, just trying to catch up. So they might be out there for another lap or 2.
Huh.
Unless he's catching up a lot quicker than I think he is. Nope, he's all the way back there. But look at that. Now he's coming around the last turn.
So, I wonder why Jay Dameron did not pit. I have to ask him that. All right, these boys coming down. We're going to have 4 to go at the restart. Oh, and it doesn't look like we're going to restart this lap, so we've got 1 more lap. So we'll have 3 to go when this safety car gets off the track.
If I was Johnny, I'd be playing really, really close up with Mike on this restart. It'll give him the best chance of getting around him in the first couple turns, keeping pressure on him.
Well, yeah, because you've got DB with 24 lap old tires, Mike with 20 lap tires, Johnny and Spider with 2 lap tires, Jay Dameron with 20 lap tires, Gonzalez with 1 lap tire, Slade with 6, Zach with 2, Glowstick with 4. And Glowstick has caught the rest of the field.
Safety car should be going in this lap, so if you're not going boogity, 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 you know, I'm going to be highly disappointed. Coming into these last couple of turns, this is where Johnny needs to put the most pressure on him.
They are in the safety car going in this lap. And DB to best, somewhere we have not seen him much this season, and that is out front. Coming down, he's going to have 3 laps to get it done tonight in the Netherlands. And as it sits now, Mike going to extend his points lead over Slade tonight.
Slade just not finding his
And DB to best is getting up to speed. Here we go. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing in the rain, boys.
There it is. There it is.
3 laps to go.
Yeah, it seems like DB got a pretty good jump right off the bat, extending his lead up with Mike. Mike is catching up with him towards that first corner, but see if he can keep it going with these 25 old lap tires.
And DB's best friend right now is Mike RPM, able to hold off Johnny as long as he can. Mike trying to keep that podium spot, not able to hold him off going through the corner. He is. Johnny not able to make that pass with the much fresher tires.
Johnny's out for blood too, so he's going to keep on going, trying to get higher points finishes. You got Johnny in third, Spider in fourth. You know, the Mercs are trying to extend the Constructors' Cup points to try to catch up to Alfa Romeo.
2 to go for DB to best. Johnny on the outside of Mike. Mike not letting him get that position. Up, and there he goes. Johnny up into second. So now he has 2 laps to catch. DB to best.
Mike's under threat of Spider right now. Spider's going to try to get around him on these next couple corners. We might see a Merc 2-3 finish right here.
Looking for a podium. Excuse me, as we are now coming around. When he gets it, it'll be 2 to go. And Johnny all over the back of DB for the lead. DB looks like he's going to be a sitting duck with Johnny in those fresh tires.
I've said it a couple times already this race. These boys sure know how to make this car wide, so it's up to DB to kind of hold this spot for the next couple laps, so that way he can hold on to that number one spot. I think the straight's what's really going to get DB here. Like I said earlier, DB's running a lower downforce. He's going to have less speed on the straights, but his cornering speed's going to be better than Johnny's.
All right, as DB to best comes down to around this last corner, gets the white flag waving in the air. DB, 1 lap to go here for the Red Bull team, trying to get that second win of the season. All right, heading into turn 1. Ooh, Johnny closes right up on the back of him, but this is where DB is a little quicker right here through these S's. Shoom, 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 shoom. DB gets the drive off. Johnny not able to get on his bumper or his wing. Ooh, but Johnny looking to the outside of DB. Johnny for the lead. And Johnny's going to get it coming out of the corner. Oh, yeah. DB holding tight on the outside. DB keeps the lead. Oh my goodness. Here we are. Less than a lap to go.
Racing.
We've got 28 lap tires versus 6 lap tires here, and the older tires seem to be pulling away now. We've only got 4 corners left. All right, do that long sweeping high banked corner. They're coming out of the last turn. This is it, and your winner, DB to best. Second, Johnny. Third is going to be Mike RPM. Fourth is going to be Spider. Fifth is going to be Slade. Sixth is Zach. Seventh, Glow Stick. Eighth, well, seventh Glow Stick, but with a penalty. So eighth will be Glow Stick. Seventh will be Jay Dameron. Sixth will be P. Gonzalez. But the big winner tonight, DB to best 20, getting it done in the wet Netherlands.
The Weatherlands.
The Weatherlands, yes, sir. But shh, don't tell anybody. Driver of the day, DB to best.
Nobody could have predicted that.
Nope. Didn't see that coming at all. What an amazing finish. I really thought Johnny had him there in the end. I really thought he was going to get around him there when he got to that inside, but man, what a finish. And here we are, joined by Mike RPM, getting a podium yet again tonight, extending that points lead over Slade. What a race, man. How was the wet Netherlands for you tonight?
It was interesting, to say the least. Didn't have the paces. Some of them guys, about 2 or 3 of them guys were definitely faster than me. Was kind of happy with where we were, and I think third before that last safety car. And then I should have pitted there, and I just had to defend like crazy there on the last couple laps with Spider. But overall, it was a good race for sure.
Oh yeah, it was a great one, and joined by Johnny as well. Johnny, man, I thought you had him there on that last lap, man. You were flying. It took you a second to get by Mike, but once you got by Mike, you reeled in DB very quickly, and I thought you were gonna get him there when you got to that outside of him, going there halfway through that last lap. But DB just able to power by, get the win. But you had a heck of a race. You stayed out on those tires for quite a bit. I think you were almost up to, 28 laps, I believe, when you finally pitted?
Yeah, I think it was like 26, 28 laps. But, I was debating if I wanted to stay out on those tires because I still had only 45% wear on them. So I was debating if I wanted to stay out or pit. But yeah, no, that was a good run by DB. Smart move, pitting early, got the advantage. Just had to run fast and caught him, but couldn't make that move stick.
Yeah, well, I mean, overall, your team in general, great night tonight, being up there. You all were running top 2, top 3 all night long. till right there at the end. Good points night for you. And the winner, big winner of the night, DB to best, man. What a heck of a move you made on that last lap to keep the lead and maintain it and come across that line first. Good night for your Red Bull team, buddy. How are you doing? And congratulations.
This is the happiest I've been for a win in a while, because I suck in the rain. I did not have the fastest car, and the race did not start off great for me, but I had luck go my way. I pitted at the right time. The safety cars fell at the right time. And, I mean, Johnny and Spider definitely, and Glowstick, all had faster cars than me, and I just knew I had to get the track position because I wasn't going to catch him even if I had new tires. So I just figured when I saw him pit, I was like, this is my chance. I was praying to God that Mike was going to be defending for his life back there and holding him back a little bit. Johnny got by quicker than I thought he would. And, yeah, man, he was faster than me in the straight lines, but I had a little bit more corner speed, so I was just trying to not let him get past me on that straight. And once we got in the turn, I figured I could power past him on the outside, and luckily it stuck.
Yeah, great job, man. Great seeing you in victory lane tonight. And great night for, I mean, Tygangas had a good run going. Not quite sure what happened to him. He ended up dropping out there towards the end. But overall, I mean, great race. Glowstick, so he's a newcomer tonight. He was up in that top 3 a lot of the night. Have you raced with him often? Or is this is his first race of the season, right?
Yeah, he just joined in. It's one of Hayden's little proteges. He's 15, but he's definitely got some pace. He's a good racer.
15, wow. That's impressive.
He's very respectful out there tonight, so I appreciate that for his first race.
That's very impressive. 15-year-old dude did a great job. Overall, got a penalty right there at the end, which dropped him a couple spots at the finishing order. And then we had, Dameron out there tonight, first time out there, gave the McLaren a good showing. So overall, great race for everybody. Mike definitely extending his points lead. Yeah, so it was a good night tonight. Grimesy, thank you for joining me here. We'll see you on the track next week. If you're still here, I see you coming and going. All right, so that's going to do it for us here tonight in the F1 Pro Series, the eRacing Pro Series here on F122. Thanks for joining in, you guys on Twitch, everybody who commented, the guys who got the Discord and joined the Discord tonight. Get up with DB. He's the one you want to talk to about joining up with him. Grimesy, again, thank you for joining me, and we'll catch you guys next week right here at 8 o'clock.